absence of long braking zones make it vital for a driver to put in their best during qualifying. Barcelona has been used for pre-season testing on multiple occasions over the last few decades. Teams and drivers know this track well due to the number of hours they spend here, dialing in setups and pushing their cars to find the limits of this circuit. As a result, there's huge amounts of data, so expect teams to be at the top of their game this weekend. From 2007 to 2016, the Spanish GP was won by a different driver every year. Winners include modern legends such as Kimi Raikkonen, Jenson Button and Sebastian Vettel. 7 of the 10 winners were or would come.
Good evening everyone and welcome back to RTG TV. No, you're not mistaken, it's not a Thursday evening. It's Wednesday and it's just a one-off event for today with the new league that I'm commentating on, Super Strikers League, as you know from RTG, and it's Burnt Rubber Racing and their Division 1 tier pre-season test here in Spain. It's got 14 corners around this circuit. It's 2.889 miles. I haven't got the kilometres on my stats for some reason. It's got 33 laps around this circuit, 14 corners, 2 DRS zones. The layout is much better than what it used to be. And one of these drivers I haven't seen before. Thought I might be seeing some more RTG drivers, but I haven't done so. But I said, yeah, welcome. There will be a designated channel for Burnt Rubber Racing from next week, which I've already made. Is Matthew says in the chat, wrong channel. No, so what's going to happen? We're going to live stream this tonight. I'm then going to save the video, and then I will put it on the designated channel from next week, and then I will either keep it on here maybe, and maybe just put it in a feature. As everyone keeps saying wrong channel. No, I know what channel it is. I'm doing this on purpose. I'll save the video from this live stream, and I may keep it on the RTG channel as just a feature, or I'll just delete it afterwards. But it's just so the guys could get a live stream tonight. So I made the channel. Leading man saying he was a race he wasn't invited to. Not the case. Get in, Super Striker. See if you can all get in before we get going. But yeah, don't worry. If anyone goes to Matthew saying it's not Thursday. So anyway, join me. I'm on my own tonight. It's no lay. It's just going to be me on a Wednesday. But as I said, it's Super Strikers League, so ask him if you want to join. I think it's got 2 divisions as well. But yeah, ask me if I wanted to commentate on Thursday. Leading man asking what's the track. Have a look, my friend. It's Spain. It's Barcelona. It's really great to see everyone talking in the chat for a change, actually. It's usually quite quiet, so nice to see. As we now are going to start concentrating on what you're actually paid to do. It's Mark Bow. Goes fastest with a 1:11.775. And I'll be honest, I haven't got a benchmark time either. I said, Super Striker. I'm not going to chuck you on, but yeah, Super Striker if I can, and I will. But yeah, give him a message, especially as he's going to be on his in lap now and in the pits. So get a message in, see if he'll let you join. Fish on a lap at the moment. Someone in the chat. F1 Pinto supporting Harry, who's third at the moment with that 1:12.432 just behind. Matthew, go and get me the benchmark. I didn't do it. Go and find where we were on the last race. Have a little look. They're all in the playlist. Do me a favour, my friend, and message me on Discord what it is. Legend. I know you'll do it. Yeah, and then we'll see. But to be fair, I'll give RTG credit. I don't know, Matthew, if you ever listen. I don't know, Matthew, if you ever listen to the Saturday streams we do on WWR. Looney Man, add me. I'll invite you in. I'm sure Super Striker won't mind. Go on, I'll do it. I'll put my life on the line. Add me as a friend, and I'll invite you on the game. It's the same as my Discord. So at 12 of the 15, potentially now 16, because I'm putting myself in hot water. But welcome along everyone who's just joining us. If anyone's joining us who are on RTG and worried I've done something wrong, I haven't. We're just doing this as a one-off and asked admins before doing it. Yeah, usually I talk about championship standards and that kind of thing, but haven't actually got that to talk about because we've just started to. As the new man said, he's just messaged Super Striker. Yeah, good lad. Let's see if he'll let you in. Message him on PlayStation as well, so he sees it come up. Prof, you being creative with these emojis there. That's official Benz. In the wrong car for that thing. And he's just messaged there. Not too far though, is it, Matthew? The benchmark time is a 1:11.126 set by this league, RTG. Fastest one, so there you go. So it's a one. That impresses me, then. Interesting. Yeah, just to reiterate. A 1:11.126 was the last pole time in RTG, not time trial. So that might give you a perspective of how quick RTG actually are. Percy going through turn 4 at the moment. Let's see if he can get a decent lap time in. His official Benz has invalidated the time, so that's why he hasn't gone up the board and put a lap time in on that board. Through turn 9 for Percy as he opens the DRS to get as high a speed as he can before hitting the brakes and slamming the DRS shut. As he crosses the line, it was a 1:13.139 for Percy. And I wonder if official Benz is going to come in now. No, he's still got a lot of fuel on board. I wonder if he's going to give it another go. Struggling there though through the penultimate corner of turn 13. He starts his lap. So Mark Boat, he's on another lap and he's slightly down in his time from his first attempt. Let's see if he can make it up through this middle sector. I feel like he's going slowly now. So maybe he's going to back out and give it another go. His official Benz is off into the gravel at turn 4. And is not looking very comfortable at this circuit at the moment. As Scottish Ninja is catching up to him pretty fast. I wonder if that's my usual co-commentator, Lee. Maybe not. But obviously he's invalidated anyway. So 2 drivers still to set a lap. And Looney Man, have you been able to get in? I know you're not in on the board yet, but has he replied to you?
Keep an eye out for action unfolding in turn 1. This is the primary overtaking spot for Catalonia, as it's a heavy braking zone at the end of a long DRS straight. Pastor Maldonado's 2012 win unfortunately turned out to be his only podium.
Hey John, yeah, I'll reiterate because you're probably going to ask. It's just a one-off event tonight. We're going to be making a new channel for this one, this league. If you do just like watching the commentating, John, as well, I will put in the chat now, actually, or I will do next week. As I got Looney, I've got a message to invite you, my friend. Let's see where you are on my list. Looney man, are you still in the chat, mate? Because if you are, just send me a friend request and I'll get you an invite in. But obviously we've got to get it done within the next 6 minutes. Hopefully a bit before that, so I can see the real exciting part of qualifying is a 112.444 for Steve-O. So, Jed coming through turn 9. Sunday. So hard to get used to the new name. He makes his way through turn 12. Still on the Mercedes, by the looks of things ahead of him. Looked like he was trying to take the old layout there. He went so slowly through turn 13. As Twist is a 112.067. Let's see if I've got an invite.
Will allow the cars to hit over 330 kilometers per hour. Pastor Maldonado's 2012 win.
So Pro Live is the only one who is yet to settle that time. Looney, add me as a friend quickly, mate. It's the same as my Discord on the game, my EA account as it's crossplay. So Pro Live now making his way around the third to last corner. And through the penultimate corner, what sort of time he's going to set here, hesitant on the throttle. 114 and he's down in 13th. Bear with me. Hopefully I've got a Sorry guys, bear with me, I'm trying to get Looney Man into the session. So, sorry, I have a feeling my headphones might have come out there. I don't know how long I've been sort of in and out of mic, but my headphones were slightly out. It's annoying when you don't have a co-commentator because you can't hear yourself, or you can't have someone telling you, so apologies you didn't miss the end of that. Mark Bow 111.775, 111.888 for January Sunday, and it's a McLaren, and Mercedes all locking out the first two rows of the grid. Really man's on and out that, just getting a little bit of practice in with the almost whole lap he can do. He won't be able to set a time, but just giving himself a little bit of practice before we see the flag. The question is now, it's a race against the clock. Is he going to get to the line before the timer runs out? I think he might be just. It's pretty close though. Very close actually. I think he's going to be on the dot. Pretty much exactly the same. Look at that. Within a second to spare. And he got to the line before the timer went. Yeah, apologies for my mic playing in and out there. I thought I'd solved the problem by switching and buying a new controller, but maybe not. Anyway, Mark Bow on pole for this pre-season race, closely followed by Jundy Sunday in the Mercedes, then another McLaren and Murph, and Twist is starting fourth. It's an all-British first two rows, but it's an all-British top 10 actually, with Fulton Dave with Mr. Twist and Fulton Dave then in fifth, M. Harry 6th, 7th is Steve-O, Nobby is 8th, 9th is Percy, Super Striker is 10th, Bish is 11th, Pro Live is 12th, Scottish Ninja is 13th, Always Grinding is 14th, Official Benz will be starting 15th and allows the drivers to set a time, and the Welshman of Looney Man starting at the back after joining us very, very late. No thanks to me either. So, in this league, we do have formation laps on. And some drivers are saying, one of them, David Wright, I think, saying full send here, not sure if he's a driver or just spectating. But yeah, long run down towards turn one here. And it definitely bottlenecks in the corner when it starts sweeping around at turn two. But yeah, formation lap on for this race. F1 Pinto, are you one of the drivers by any chance? Just have a different YouTube account name. Liam, yeah. Thought it was, mate. But yeah, no worries. Sorry about the slightly poor commentating in qualifying. Not sure if we got a break here. I haven't had a full chat with Super Striker yet, but a lowdown. We will be starting, I think, is it week after next, Liam? Is that right? So the season's starting next week, and where are we starting, Liam? And I'm assuming we do have a break. Ooh, calendar not yet confirmed. Do we know how many races it's going to be at least? What are the drivers on then? We'll be able to see in their formation lap. There's a nice little mix as we get the very start of the formation lap. So Super Striker won't be able to tell us. 16 drivers to start this pre-season race. A guest appearance from Moon Man, never know, he might join the league after this. As they all start their formation lap. As Bish was disqualified from the session, 12 races, says Liam. So there we go, it's Bish and Pro Line who are now going to have to sit and wait on the grid. So, tyres. So we've got 4 drivers on the softs, 2 on the mediums, and then there will, 4 on the hards. We'll have 12 drivers on the medium tyre. 8 drivers on the 8 drivers on the medium tyre. But crucially, Mark Bowe starting on the soft tyre, on pole position, and he's quite far ahead of everyone else as well. So now he's backed off, or the other drivers are actually now caught up as they line themselves up on the grid. Not something I've seen very, very often, is Mark Bowe takes his sweet time about getting onto his grid spot. Mr. Twist has been disqualified as well. He'd have gone too long in the box and been pushed back now, been penalised, but being brought back a couple of metres. It looks like we're about to get ready to go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 red lights, and we're away for Burnt Racing Rubber's pre-season test here in Spain. Rubber Racing, I should have said, is Judd actually got a very good start on the hard tyre there into turn 1 as they go side by side, Murphy and Mr. Twist through turn 2 and 3, and Murphy still stays in 3rd place. It's all stayed the same in the top 4. Full send Dave, is he going to give it a full send into turn 4 to make up 4th place? He does, and nice little move there from the Alpine driver, Mr. Harry, in 8th place. We'll see if anyone has really moved up yet. Super Striker up 3 places. He's in 7th. He's got the Ferrari of M. Harry ahead of him as they make their way up the hill and through the right-hander of turn 9. And Super Striker getting a very good exit there. And he's on the offensive on his teammate. And now up 4 places. Looney Man had a very good start as well after not qualifying. And he's up to 11th already. As official Benz has left the session for some reason, and hopefully we'll be able to get him back in the session. But it does mean that Scottish Ninja and Steve-O should make up a couple of places here, as Mark Bowe is looking very confident at the front. He has to use that soft tyre though to his advantage. Full send Dave and Mr. Twist side by side there through turn 2. Unfortunately Dave had to go over the curve and almost onto the yellow sausage curve. Is Super Striker going to make up another place here into turn 4? Not just yet. Wasn't close enough, and really had to be confident about it for an overtake in turn 4. Mr. Twist staying in the middle of the road there, trying to defend as much as he can, trying to make that Mercedes as wide as possible, as always grinding the American, now trying to go the long way round. Mr. Bish, is he going to make it work? He does. He has got the soft tyres though, but that shouldn't take away from the move, because that was a fantastic overtake from the Red Bull driver there into the 3rd sector for the lead pack. and hopefully full sending Super Strikers times will get back to normal in a moment or two. But full send is probably around Mr. Twist is 2.5 seconds back from the front three now. And full send Dave getting a bit closer here. It's Super Striker getting closer to full send Dave, but has to back out of it. And I'm assuming, and I'm pretty certain when DRS is enabled, if they're that close on the next lap coming down the start finish with the DRS open, Super Striker may be getting that 5th place. Is Percy and Looney Man there side by side, and I feel Percy broke a little bit too late there, but Looney Man, the experienced sim racer he is, gives him the space and decides to fight another day as official Benz now gets back in the session. And to be fair, not too far behind Scottish Ninja if he can get in quickly, and maybe he can catch up to him and then to the back of the pack. And Bish here trying to go left, right and inside and out to see if he can get past Newbie. And there we go, Super Striker getting past full send Dave. Is M. Harry going to give it a go as well? No, he's not, but Bootneck is fallen down to 11th place now, and Percy and Bish have got past. Is Looney Man going to be another driver to get past at turn 3? It doesn't look likely, nor at turn 4. Might have to wait until the middle sector down the back straight for that DRS enabled and DRS advantage to help him get past. Because the drivers in the top 4 now have all sort of spread out to a similar gap between them. And it's still the same top 4 that started the race at the moment. But Mr. Twist has got some very impatient drivers behind him as Looney Man now gets to try and take it around the outside of Bootneck here at the end of the back straight at turn 10 and 11, and now he's up into 11th. And Super Striker now going to break that top 4 that's stayed the same since the start of the race, and had a really good start to his race as well. M. Harry upper place as well on full send Dave, and the Mercedes, the 2 Ferraris are now trying to work almost together here. The Ferrari, the second Ferrari, M. Harry right now needs to get past that Mercedes as well and try and stick with his teammate, as the 2 Williams have been close together for a little while as well. And what do we think, guys, as well, actually? The news of F124 coming out on the 31st of May, so not too long until that actually happens, which is quite nice. It sort of aligns with how FIFA or EAFC now do things, where they come out about 2 months after the football season starts. So, nice it's earlier. Worries me that it's a bit early, because I think everyone can say that F123 has not been their favourite game by any means. And Super Striker takes the fastest lap. He is on the soft tyres as well, remember. So that's another reason why he's got some very good pace right now, and he's already on the back of Murph. And 2 Williams spot places here. Is Looney Man going to go for something? Not this time. But then when Bish almost makes a mistake, Looney Man is there to pounce on it, as Bish has been quite aggressive with him. I think previously it was definitely one of the Williams. I think it might have been Percy actually, but both Williams have not been friendly with that Aston Martin. And now he's the filling in the sandwich as we go through the turn 9. Percy ducking and diving almost to try and put the Aston Martin driver off. Super Striker, is he this time going to get past it? Jundy Sunday has caught back up here and might be taking the lead of the race down the start finish as they go down the hill past the pit lane exit down towards turn 1. Jundy Sunday is now up into first place, and for the first time today leading the races. Mr. Twist and Murphy as well jostling for position after Super Striker gets up into third place after overtaking Murphy. Now Looney Man has got past both Williams. And of course Mark's tyres as well, they're going to start going off quite soon. I don't think they're very kind on the soft tyres this circuit. And Mr. Swiss now going past Murphy. And we've got a yellow flag, and that's official Benz out of the race, and that is a safety car deploys, and that might be quite good for someone like Mark Bowe and the others on the softs. And I'm sure pretty much every driver on the soft now is going to come in, because that's come out at the perfect moment really, is Mr. Twist is in the pit lane. What's he going to go to? Hard tyres and maybe try and go to the end, but we've got an awful long way to go. Very, very, very busy pit lane. And this might be a bit of a problem actually for the leaders. This safety car might have come out at the very worst time for them, just coming after they missed the pit lane entry, because Mark Bowe does need to pit, and they're going to catch up well before they get to the pit lane. Is Jonesy Sunday going to piss as well, and maybe try 2 stop instead of the 1, because he's just going to go backwards, I think. So there's only 3 drivers that haven't pit. Pro Live has decided to stay out to gain track position. Super Striker's up into 3rd after a great start of his race. But is he going to take first? Are the top 2 going to pit? I don't think they can. This is, I feel sorry for Mark Bowe. Yeah, Mark's going to have to pit, he knows it, which means he's going to drop back to maybe last. He's not helping himself by going slowly into the pits as well. I think that's what's going to happen. He's going to be last. He goes for the hard tyre. This race has turned out very, very, very differently for Mark Bowe than what he expected to happen. Safety car came out lap-wise perfectly for him, but on the part of the lap, it was literally the worst few hundred metres that you could have wished for. Might see some overtakes from this man now. He's going to have to get some done. Realistically, he's going to have to get 14 of them done. So the safety car is in this lap. Are the hard tyres, the used hard tyres, going to be any good? Is it going to work? That's the question. Are they going to get up to temperature quick enough? When's he going to go? He decides just before the final corner. I think he may have got a slight jump on Super Striker. No, he hasn't. It looked like it initially, but I think the grip of the new medium tyre was just too superior at that point. And look at the time he's actually gaining on him. As we get towards turn 1, M. Harry looking to the right hand side here on Murph ahead of him. Of course, that age-old classic battle from McLaren and Ferrari. But the odds of Super Striker now gets into the lead after Sunday's hard tyres have probably yet to get up to temperature. What's Mark Bogan do here? He's got to try and get past as quickly as he can, but of course while staying out of trouble at the same time, and also having that fine balance of keeping patience. And watching F1 23 game, actually, if you look at the Merc actually compared to this year's Red Bull, they look so similar. So funny, isn't it, how they can look a little bit similar but act completely differently. Full send Dave here. He's going to full send it round the outside. I'm sorry, he's just got the name for it. I mean, it's going to have to be used. He's going to have to do it around the outside at 13. Oh, lovely move. For the first race I've seen, they're putting on a show. As we go down the start-finish straight, it's almost like a horse race, as they're so close together, so bunched up. It's full send Dave now going up into 5th place, overtaking his Alpine teammates, as always grinding. Then lunges to the inside behind him and caught Pro Live unawares and he's moved up into 6th place. And Looney Man there trying, getting offsided by Pro Live, who's gone off the circuit here. And is Looney Man going to go for it into turn 5 on Percy? These two have been side by side and actually banging wheels quite regularly in this race, and now Looney Man's up into 7th place. Here goes Murph. Thinks about it. Steve-O is out, and oh, that's a safety car. Our driver's going to go on the mediums. That's the question. Are the ones that just go on the hards go, oh, can the mediums do 20 laps? Murphy stays out. Super Striker obviously as well stays out. Jundy Sunday gone on to the soft tyres as well as Pro Live. Are they going to try and do a double soft here? It's the only thing I think they could be doing, isn't it? We are going to have another lap under this safety car. Mark Bowe stayed out just to gain a few more positions. Probably wise. Interesting to see that Mark Bow is highly revving the engine to try and get some fuel out, because he's obviously over fuel now. Over on this fuel, I should say. Boot neck. Into the pit lane. So he's got on to the medium. I think we're pretty safe now for mediums to go to the end. I mean, it won't be very nice 20 laps into a stint. It's probably about the right time. But surely ProLive and Jundy Sunday's going for a double soft, maybe hoping for another safety car to come out. Maybe not as quick as this one did after the last. Joe, would you... Apologies guys, I thought I'd just put myself on mute. Safety car is in the flat, yeah. Sorry guys, I just thought I was on mute. 13 drivers, with 16 left. Of course, that means we've had 3 out so far. And Super Striker restarting the race for the first time this season. And Super Striker gets us back underway again in about the same place as Jundy Sunday did the safety car before, and he's actually got a bit of a better jump here, as we're going to see in the overtakes into turn 1. Leading man thinking about going for it here, thinks about it, maybe thinks about it twice, but then thought that it was better and wiser not to. So we're at about half distance now, which is taking a little bit longer due to those 2 safety cars, but hopefully we'll get some good clean laps of racing under our belts like we did for a good 10 laps or so. It was really good when we are full speed racing. Oh, full send Dave there. I think he actually flipped the back of the Mercedes, but was able to keep hold of it. Is Mark Bow here, lunging to the outside, trying to make up those places. The up and under, the good old switcheroo here maybe from Mark Bow, or is it going to be? Whoa, look at that, the Williams went off the track, and then, what is going on? This is carnage in some ways. Who was that? Jundy Sunday, I think he's ended up in the wall on the infield there at the old circuit. Wow, that was impressive. As Mark Bow went through the middle of the 2 Williams and completed it against Fish on the outside at turn 13. That's fantastic. He's now got M. Harry ahead of him, whilst being able to get through all that without taking so much of a scratch. Murphy trying it again on the outside. Oh, sorry, I say again, but someone else trying it again on the outside at turn 12. I don't think we've got DRS open just yet. I think it'll be enabled this lap. There we go. So just use of the slipstream which is not really doing very much. It's Mark Bow now up into 5th place. Is this going to be a fantastic comeback drive from him as we get to half distance in the race? And the 2 drivers at the moment who have got themselves time penalties, and there's a nice little mix of tyre strategies as well going on. And it will get interesting and age as well as some pit and hit that last safety car. And obviously it's kind of misleading, I guess, saying that the tyres are 8 laps old. It's not really, because they've been driving around behind a safety car for about 3 or 4 of those. So they will have a little bit more life. You see in the background here, always grinding. Thinking the outside line is the better option. It's the harder option, but it was the right one. Seeing that all evening long in this race. He's on the outside. Mr. Twist as well is been able to keep within touching distance of Super Striker as well, but he does have a time penalty, a 3-second one. 2 people have got 3-second time penalties, the other being Pro Live. Full-time Dave as well is just been so good. Jimmy Sunday gets the fastest lap there after spinning out a couple of laps ago, and I don't think of his own making either. He's obviously put on a new set of tyres. He's somewhat in time trial mode. He's on board with Dave here, and in the shadow of that Ferrari's rear wing for a good amount of time, but not for much longer as it goes to the inside as full send Dave, then gets past, moves back to the racing line, and job done. Looney Man has spun out at turn 1 and 2. It's not the first time I've seen him do that either, so that's a bit of a dug corner for him. By the looks of things, is Murphy has got past Harry there. As Harry going to be overtaken by a Red Bull as well. Looks like he has. Is always grinding, gets another place here. The American looking very, very good at the moment, and quite fast at this stage of the sprint, of his stint, sorry, and this stage of the race. Yellow flag, that's got to be for the Alpine Pro Live, who I think has got himself sorted. And I think Jimmy Sunday got himself another fastest lap there, and he's driving in the zone. Harry there. Oh, lovely around the outside of Murph. Goes off the track though, but I think that was done at that point. And Looney Man again spinning on the old circuit, and had such a good start to his race. He's now down in 11th place. 2 drivers at the same time getting time penalties at a different couple of corners as Murph enters the pit lane. Got ring damage? Can't see why he would pit otherwise. Yeah. Safety car deployed. Not sure what for. He's trying to come into the pits. Got a feeling. Pro Life now retired. Got a feeling the safety car might be on standard. Let's have a look, shall we? Just for my just to entertain myself. Yeah, there you go, standard. So I might give some bits of advice to Super Striker and say maybe reduce is better. I know RTG does reduce. It still comes out quite frequently as well, believe it or not. Just another reason why these games have not been up to scratch in the last couple of iterations, and I'm sceptical about F124 as well, if I'm honest with you. Full Send Dave stays out. Is that going to be a really bad call? Just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. Full Send Dave there. Of course, he's going to get disqualified. He almost passed the safety car. He did pass the safety car. As I said, just bear with me 2 seconds, guys. I'll be back by the time before we're here on the next lap, so it'll be about a minute and a half or so.
This circuit also hosts a round of the MotoGP Championship, known as the Catalan Round.
So, safety car in this lap. Full Send Dave will be leading us away. Are we going to see him go earlier than others or around the same time, which was just before the final corner, pretty much where that Aramco sign is? We'll see if that happens again. Pretty much a given place for people to go, unless you want to catch someone off guard. So, the third safety car restart. Studio Monkey now leads the session, and Louis are now trying to make it some places. He's on the soft tyres, and he thinks they'll go to the end as well as quite a few others. Oh, change of the lead here. Super Striker trying to go the long way round, and then PSN Dave almost loses it there. He didn't lose it, but he lost another place down to third for him. Harry, and always grinding there, I think. Or is it Mark Bow? He's Mark Bow back up into fourth now, and he's turned his race right back around after the unfortunate circumstances of that safety car. Is he going to get back up onto the podium here and get past PSN Dave? And judge that to absolute perfection. Like Harry and all his grinding there were almost going to go side by side through the penultimate corner. Jimmy Sunday's caught back up to the pack now as well after that the safety car, after the mishap he had between the final corner, between the penultimate and the final corner. PSN Dave here trying everything he can not to lose places, but he's lost fourth. He's about to lose fifth by the looks of things. Oh, this is getting scrappy here. Always grinding now, trying to go along to the outside as he does make it around the outside. Is Looney Man going to get past here? Always grinding off onto the gravel. Gets himself back on the circuit and down in 11th place, just behind Jimmy Sunday. Looney Man now trying to keep with him, hold his nerve, and PSN Dave actually pushes him off the track though. He didn't realise he was still alongside him. Coming out of the corner here. This is going to be close. He's going to have to outbrake him, and PSN Dave there didn't really give him enough space on the inside, and it did cost him in the end. It cost him another place, and I feel like this is his story written in the stars now for the rest of this race, unless he gets off this tyre. If something happens again, like a VSC or a safety car, but I don't want that to happen again. It's happened already too many times. Bish now overtaking him. For PSN Dave's sake, he's been overtaken too many times already. He's now down to 8th place. And Super Strike is a second and a half ahead of second, and PSN Dave is off the track. And I felt like there was someone else, but it was almost Murphy, I think, off the track. But PSN Dave is now truly down at the back of the field. Mark Bow is wanting this, isn't he? He's so close to getting second place. Both of them are on medium tyres at the moment. Mark Bow has now got past Mr. Twist and got the Super Striker in his sights here as they go through turn 4. He's just got to hope that the soft tyres are going to start going off very, very soon. And as I said, I said earlier on, I don't think they're going to last. Really, I think they will do to the end of the race, but they will be in not a very good way, should I say, when we get to the end. Now taking the fastest lap as well, always grinding here, going on the outside and overtaking Bish and Jundy Sunday, both in one straight, and also going onto the grass in a Red Bull. If only we were at Belgium, it would have been like Alex Albon. He's certainly one that I'm going to be looking out for from next week onwards. Always riding a very, very good overtaker. Look at this, within 3/10 between the top two. Are we going to see an overtake and change of lead at the start of lap 27? The Super Striker going defensive, but I think it's more out of desperation. I think that was quite obvious that was going to happen. And look at Mark Bow, so fast. Welcome everyone that's joining us. Was that a spot of rain I just saw? Oh, it was. There's some rain starting to fall. I haven't seen mixed weather condition race for a little while, but that is most definitely rain. Oh, the heavens going to open now. This is another dynamic. Usually when I'm a co-commentator, he's very good at picking up the weather conditions happening overhead and noticing a change. Get Mark Bow there as well. Oh, the rain's coming. That's getting more and more intense as two of the drivers decide to pit early on here, and it is starting to rain hard. Is it too early for the intermediates? Because that's what we're seeing already. They've taken a bit of a risk. I've got to be honest. They have taken a bit of a risk. Is this going to work? They need it to really start raining. It is getting heavier. It's not heavy enough just yet by the looks of things. Are we going to see Super Striker and Mark Bow enter the pits this lap, or stay out for one more tour, take that risk, hope the weather will still be, as heavy as it is right now and not get heavier, getting lighter, of course, that's not a problem. They do stay out for another lap and take that risk. As we go on to lap 29.33. I'm not sure if they've called that a little bit early to go on to the intermediate. It doesn't look like at the moment these guys are struggling all that much, actually. It's definitely feeling maybe it's more mixed conditions. As Fulton Dave now enters the pit and goes onto the Inters, of course, as well. It looks like it's almost time for Inters. Definitely starting to look that way. It does actually look like maybe keeping a close eye on, and you guys keep a close eye on Jundy Sunday and seeing if you can close the gap down to Percy. And if you do start to see drastic numbers falling on the left-hand side of your screen, that's when you know it's going to be time for the intermediates. I think it is time now. It's definitely getting wet at this point. And all of them are deciding to stay out for another lap. They're all going to have to cope with this and struggle. Well, I wonder if this is where those three drivers on intermediates might make up bag loads of time, especially these two, Jundy Sunday and Murph. As you can see, there is boatloads of time, and Mark Bowe in Super Striker stay out for another lap. Maybe it's getting so late on in the day, this is making it more and more interesting. Surely the guy's got to pit for inches at this point. They're taking bagloads of time out of them. It will get to the point where the... Oh, still got DRS though, but there is spray. There's spray. The track looks wet. I don't know if it's just me. But it definitely looks wet. Always Brinley making a mistake there. And I do think they're staying out for another lap here. It's too wet. Look at the time coming down from Jundy Sunday and catching up to Percy. I'm not sure what he said. Got the laps available to get past others, but I'm going to go for an overtake here. This is very, very risky. Being in these conditions, and look at that, always grinding going off the circuit there. He has got a time penalty as well, so maybe that's a reason for Leading Man not to take so many risks, as always grinding goes off the circuit now. He does get overtaken by Leading Man in the end. He's in the top 5 after starting 16th. There's Jundy Sunday. He's got one place, the intermediates now, starting to really come into effect. But is it 1 or 2 laps too late, guys? Got a lap and a third to go for the drivers at the front. So looking at that timeout is entirely possible, to be honest. All he's grinding now. He's trying to get past Leading Man, which he just outbraked himself completely. Guys at the front again, staying out for one more lap. It's that late in the day, but they can make a massive mistake with this as yellow flags out. That's for a red ball. That's always grinding. Jundy Sunday now getting past him. Is Leading Man in trouble here? Is Jundy Sunday going to make up another place before the end of the race? Does have a time penalty, though. That's his only big issue. Is always grinding now again, spitting out, and it doesn't look he's capable to cope on dry tyres in these conditions. Look at the time being made up by Jundy Sunday. This is going to get very, very interesting between these two. The medium tyres now probably much better than others, as they're crawling round to the finish. With Jundy Sunday going so fast, and look at this, going to get past Looney Man, he's on the intermediates here, and I think Looney Man's just going to lose this here. Is he going to gain 3 seconds before the end of the race? Oh, sorry, 5 seconds. He's got a 5-second penalty. This is interesting, though. He really could make up 5 seconds. It's already at 2, and we're not at the end of the straight yet. We're coming around the last few corners. The penultimate corner for Mark Bowe. He went all the way to the back at the end of the safety car 2, I think, but he wins now and gets all the way up and wins the pre-season test. Super Striker is going to come second. Mr. Twist is going to be third, I think, even after penalties applied. And Jundy Sunday there, he gets up into 4th, 5th. Wow, that was absolutely amazing from him in the end. Bish as well was looking strong at the end. That was a fantastic end to the race. It really sparked it up right at the end and brought some... Well, guys, that should be a good watch back for you lot for the last few laps, definitely. Anyway, that is the end. As I said, there will be a channel from next week. This was just a one-off that RTG let us host. And we'll do the final order before we see you next week. No worries, Liam. Sorry, I wasn't on my tip-top condition today. I've got to be honest, I had a really long day at work. And almost sort of semi-forgot I was doing it, to be honest. I'm not used to doing it on a Wednesday, but it's all right, I'll be better next week. Yeah, there you go. So, Mark Bowe winning the race. Super Striker was second. Mr. Twist was third. M. Harry was 4th. 5th was Jundy Sunday. Bish was 6th. 7th was Looney Man. 8th was Murphy. 9th was Bootneck. Full Send Dave was 10th. 11th was Percy. Always Grinding was 12th. 13th was Pro Life. No, he wasn't. He was the first one to be not classified. Scottish Ninja was 14th and did not finish for Marky in 15th, and Official Benz was the first one to retire from the race. So as I said, we'll be back next Wednesday at 8:30 on a designated burnt rubber racing, as I said, burnt racing rubber at the start of the race from next week. So we hope to see you then. Anyone watching from RTG will be back tomorrow for the first race of the season. And I'm just trying to think of what it is, actually. Miami. So catch us tomorrow on RTG for the Miami Grand Prix for the first race of season 15 with me and Lee. And until then, we'll see you next time.